Canelo did not want to fight this guy. I mean, I know why, because, you know, this guy's a dangerous fighter. That name. Imagine if Canelo retires and doesn't fight David, that's going to hunt him for life. They're just trying to buy time, you know, they're just trying to protect them. And like I said, they're so tired of hearing of the Mexican monster. He gets mad when they hear that he's the Mexican monster. They're panicking. Yeah, he beat Earl Spence, but I don't think Earl Spence was the same after he had that accident, man. So let's watch another fight with a good fighter, and then we'll see that he's the truth. Payday?
No, what was that?
You don't want payday? Payday.
I guess Jose Benavidez Sr. apology tour to Canelo is over. We'll start when he talks about Terence Crawford. He says Terence Crawford has more to prove. Terence Crawford beat a broken Errol Spence. He says Errol Spence was never the same after the car accident 2019. But with that being said, a lot of people picked Errol Spence to win the fight. Now they want to take back the credit from Terence Crawford. He also said Terence Crawford has more to prove. Let's see what he does at 154 pounds. Let's see if he can beat a good fighter at 154 pounds. I guess he don't consider his son a good fighter, because this is where it stems from. Jose Benavidez, Terence Crawford, that fight, both sides had words, and I think they almost came to blows at the weigh-in. Tough fight for Terence Crawford. I think Jose Benavidez gave Terence Crawford one of his toughest fights, and almost became the only man at 147 to go the distance with Terence Crawford. But that didn't happen. He was knocked out in the 12th round. So for him to say the two-time undisputed champion has to go to 154 and prove that he has the goods, he's out of his mind. That's hate. Crawford is already an all-time great. Now, when it comes to Canelo, you know, Jose Benavidez Sr. was on that apology tour for a minute. And I guess now he's off of that apology tour because he's talking again. He's saying Canelo is protected. And he believes if Canelo does not fight David Benavidez, he will be haunted for the rest of his life. And he said for that reason, Canelo is panicking. And he also believes that Canelo is jealous. Jealous because they consider David Benavidez the real Mexican monster and not him. All I can say is the real Jose Benavidez Sr. is back, and he's hating more than ever. This was an interview with FightHub.com. And Jose Benavidez Sr. kept saying, I don't care about Canelo, we moved on. But yet, he couldn't keep Canelo's name out of his mouth. Blaming everybody wants to fight Canelo for money. Yes, everybody does want to fight Canelo for money, including you. And this is why he gets irritated when you bring up another name besides his son fighting Canelo. I also think it's funny how all these people say that Canelo avoided Demetrius Andrade when Andrade shot himself in the foot at 168. And let's go back to 160. People forget that he petitioned the IBF to unify with Demetrius Andrade, and they denied him. And since him and Derevyanchenko couldn't come to agreement, the IBF decided to strip him. So in this fight with David Benavidez, he could accomplish two things. The first thing he could accomplish, he could do something Canelo hasn't done, is beat Demetrius Andrade. The second thing he could do is clinch a berth to the undisputed super middleweight championship fight against Canelo Alvarez. And if that fight does not happen, it'll be David Benavidez's fault once again, because that would mean he lost against Demetrius Andrade. Anyway, leave your thoughts or comments below. Let me know what you think about Benavidez Sr.'s comments. Jay Beezy, I'm gone.